Assetto Corsa is a game of precision, skill, and dedication. Every tenth of a second counts. Every apex, every exit, every straight line can be the difference between victory and defeat. But sometimes, just sometimes, something happens that defies logic. That's where the legend of Littlefoot begins. It started on the ACS server, a small but competitive Assetto Corsa community where Laguna Seca was the proving ground. Week after week, lap records fell, some by mere hundredths, others by entire seconds. But there was one name that kept surfacing, a driver whose times seemed unnatural. Littlefoot. Nobody knew much about him. He never spoke in chat, barely typed in the Discord. His only form of communication was his presence on the leaderboard, always at the top, always faster than what seemed humanly possible. His lines were strange. His exits were flawless. His braking, almost non-existent. At first, people whispered about him being a prodigy. Then came the doubts. Replays were analyzed, suspicions arose. His car behavior wasn't just fast, it was wrong. Brake markers ignored, traction seemingly unlimited, ghost-like reactions to every corner. But there was no proof. No blatant hacks, no obvious exploits. Just the nagging, gnawing feeling that what he was doing should not have been possible. The night he vanished was like any other. A casual session, people pushing their limits. Then, as if trying to prove a point, Littlefoot entered. The server watched in silence as he lapped Laguna Seca, pushing harder than ever before. But something was different this time. His lap times dropped beyond reason. 1:35, then 1:34, then 1:31 seconds. It was impossible according to the way he was driving. People scrambled to spectate, but his car had become erratic. It twitched unnaturally, floating through the corkscrew like it wasn't bound by physics. The chat exploded. Are you seeing this? This isn't real. He's got to be hacking. Then, without warning, his car snapped sideways on the final turn. It clipped through the barrier. And then, nothing. No explosion, no crash, no disqualification. Just an empty track. Littlefoot was gone. Not just from the race, but from the server entirely. His name disappeared from the leaderboard. His profile deleted. No record of him in Discord. No replay files. as if he had never existed at all. Some say it was a cheater finally caught in the act, vanishing before he could be banned. Others swear he was never human to begin with. Something else entirely, an entity beyond the game, slipping through the cracks of Laguna Seca itself. No one has seen him since, but every now and then, late at night, some say they hear the faint sound of an engine, an impossible lap being set, a ghost car running lines too perfect to be real. And if you ever set foot on Laguna Seca's server alone, be careful, because if you listen closely, you might just hear the whisper of Littlefoot's last lap, still running.
Shortcuts and tricks, you stole the show. Now you're gone, just a shadow in the night. The legend of Littlefoot, out of sight.